Now, if we're going to get rid of all these medieval units in our society today, and remember we're doing this for the sake of our children's education, what we need to do is get some momentum going. Gather together lots of individuals, if you like, and start a campaign. And I hope that you'll be one of the first people to take part. Now, there are lots of things you can do fairly quickly, but there are 3 you can do almost immediately. And they are to find out what your body weight is in kilos, if you don't already know it, find out what your height is in metric units, and find out what your baby weight was in metric units. Now, obviously it's much better if you can get the instruments. If you can take your bathroom scales, click the switch underneath that changes them from stones and pounds to kilos, stand on and weigh them, that's much better than any other method. It's much better, of course, if you can get a measuring tape and measure your height. But if you're not able to do that, then you can download this document. It's just a PDF from my website, and it's called Conversion Tables, simple as that. And in here you'll find conversion tables for converting your heights, your body weights and baby weights to metric units. Now, when you've done that for your own, the thing to do is to learn those. It's no good obviously just looking them up and then going back to stones and pounds and feet and inches. Please try and just learn those so that they roll off the tongue. I mean, I learnt these years ago, and if you ask me what my body weight is in metric, I can give it to you straight away. I'm not going to do that because I need to lose a little, but I could do that. I could also give you my height and my baby weight in metric. If you ask me what my weight is in stones and pounds, I have no idea. I don't care. I'm just not interested anymore. That's something from the Stone Age as far as I'm concerned. Now, once you've got your own measurements, then what you can do is to do the same for the other members of your family, and you can record them here on the front page. So you can put in, example here, John, 87 kilos, 184 metres high, and 3.85 kilos at birth weight. Now, obviously, with the birth weight, you won't be able to go back and reweigh yourself, so you'll have to use the conversion tables for that if you're not able to do it any other way. So good luck with that. Now, baby weights are a funny thing because, as far as I understand it, it is now the law that all medical records have to be recorded in metric units. Now, I have a son and a daughter, and they're in their early 40s. Oh my God, they're in their early 40s. They're in their early 40s. And when they were weighed in metric units. And I know that because I was standing right next to the nurses when they did that. But of course, everybody wants them converted to pounds and ounces. Why is that? No idea really. I think the only reason is that they want to compare themselves or their babies with their own or with their neighbours' babies. That's great, let's do that. But let's do it in metric. So if you want to compare the weight, for example, of your newborn baby with how much your grandma weighed, don't change your baby weight to pounds and ounces, change your grandma's baby weight to kilos, and then compare the two. So that's something you can do almost straight away in the next few minutes if you have time. Find those out this evening or whenever it's convenient. Do the same with your family and learn them. Now here's the thing, isn't it? You please don't go back to the old ways. If you're asked how tall you are, give it in metric. If you're asked how much you weigh, give it in metric. If you're asked how much your babies weigh, give it in metric. And refuse to go back. Try and persuade other people to get modern. Refer them to the website, refer them to the Facebook page. Let them do this exercise for themselves. Let's get some momentum going here. Now, of course, once you've got those measurements for the whole family, if you have young children in your family, you can immediately start doing some maths, can't you? You can say, how much more does Dad weigh than Mum? I'm assuming it's that way round. How much more does Mum weigh than the children? If you compare baby weights, some lovely maths you can do here. If a baby in your family weighed, say, 3.6 kilos, then you can introduce the idea of multiplying by 1,000, left shifting 3 places, remember, so you get 3,600 grams, and convert another baby weight perhaps your own or your grandma's or whatever, into grams too, and then the children can start doing sums with them. We have stopped doing that. In the old days we used to do that all the time, but of course we did it in pounds and ounces, but you can't do that today. Do it in metric, and immediately you have a whole field of maths that you can do at home very simply, and it will really help your children. And what else can you do? Well, there are lots of things, including getting in touch with your MP perhaps, signing the e-petition to ask for the road signs to be changed to metric, and so on. And I've made other videos relating to these other topics, and you'll find those on the Facebook page and of course on the website. Thank you.